Hi, I am in France. Officially made it to the third leg of my trip, the third month. Um, Time flew by. I haven't actually recorded a journal about myself in a while, so did the mile and did a couple dancing ones since I was in Rome, I think. So, I went to Ancona after that, then I was in Turin for like a week and a half, and then now I got to here, to Nice in southern France. I'm feeling good today. Yesterday, what does that mean? So, what does it mean to feel good? That's like been something interesting. Like nowadays, when especially when Mom and I talk, when we say we feel something, we're like, all right, what does that mean? Right? I'm like, what does it mean to feel good? And so this is something I was thinking about a couple of days ago. It was like, yeah, I'd finished masturbating, and I was just like, man, my life has no meaning. And I was really thinking about, what it is about certain actions that make me feel a certain type of way. And I think I finally pinpointed it. I think if my principles lead to my actions, let's say that's how it is. Let's say your actions are all derived from your ethical framework. And so for me in my head, if I'm a person who masturbates in the way that I do, the only way that can happen is if my ethics and my core beliefs are that there is no meaning. Because how can I, when there's so much to experience and so much to do, spend that time on hedonistic pleasure? It doesn't benefit a single other person. And just like it doesn't really benefit me, it's just like a waste of time. Like, how can you possibly waste time if you understand how precious life is the question. And so that's not just for that, that's for um, bad relationships, bad friendships, it's for watching YouTube all day. Like, whatever it is for me that is wasting time. So, like, I guess then the next question is what is wasting time? And I guess that's a point. So if there's no meaning in life, then nothing is wasting time. I mean, everything is a waste of time. So uh, one thing is not more of a waste of a time than another. And I think in that sense, if you justify doing all these things, then it makes sense. Like, oh, the only thing that matters is your own pleasure, so do it. So what I realized is when I lead my way as if there's meaning, my brain thinks there is meaning. So I wake up early, I go work out, I go journal, I do my work, I do everything. Then I have lived my life as if there was meaning, which maybe that's all you can do. You can either lead your life as if there's meaning or if there's not. And so when I do things that align with, oh, there's no meaning, therefore you were able to do something like this, I think that's the part that really messes with me. It's not the act itself. Um, and so that was kind of a certain revelation for me, just understanding that, like, that's actually what I think I've pinpointed. What about that act makes it such a big mind, like, fuck for me, as opposed to it does for other people? Because there's just this thing about, like, mindless pleasure of, like, instantaneous, I want to feel good now, and then, like, you just do something for it, and then after you're just back to what you were before. So what was the point of that? But then that really brings up a big question. It's like, what's the point of anything, right? Am I striving for some sort of, like, are there different types of pleasure? And then, like, are some pleasures more worthwhile than other pleasures? It's a hike analogy again, where, okay, you hike all day, and it sucks when you're hiking, but then after you feel pleasurable the next day, you think about it, you're like, I accomplished that. There's a whole bunch of other feelings that come up, as opposed to a pleasure that's, like, very instantaneous, which would be like drinking or sex, or, like, I think those are very, like, instantaneous pleasures. And so I guess, yeah, so that's another thing. Is I'm just not, like, I don't know anything, honestly, but, like, really, like, And I don't even really talk about this stuff these last few weeks. I haven't been talking about it because I'm just like, it doesn't matter. Like, what you have to say is not what you do, you know? And so it's like, I think it's good to have, I don't have well thought out thoughts at all. So it's like this. I realized yesterday I had this huge day of loneliness, but I like handled it alone. Like I didn't listen to music, I didn't read a book, I just sat there in my loneliness. And it was nice. Like I don't experience that often. And the reason it was nice is because it helped me realize like look, like all of this extra like I wanted to go dancing, but I had to think. I was like, do you want to go dancing or do you want attention? I wanted attention. So I didn't go dance. How much of my character and behavior is just for attention? Am I just like a walking give me attention? Yes. And so the only way to escape that is to turn inwards. The external is for others. The internal is for you. How do you enjoy your experience of yourself? Right? Like that's so important. It's like don't focus so much on how other people enjoy their experience of you. Do you even enjoy your own experience of yourself? And it's like I don't spend enough time with like really with myself. Not alone with the book, alone with music, like alone. Like and so there's the external. How beautiful is the world that you can create around you? So that looks like your financial success. It looks like your physical success, your um, you know family, whatever. How can you make the world around you look beautiful? But then how can you make that inside cave of yours beautiful? Can you hang up paintings in there? Can you put some flowers and plants and bring in natural light and like maybe construct your house in a certain way that has good feng shui? Like, can you do those things, right? In there right now, it's like a island. It hasn't been explored, right? My mind is an island that has never been explored, and so you know the, maybe to beat loneliness, you explore that island. Don't feel so daunted by that island. Walk around it. See what's on the other side. See what happens when you climb up the mountains and you walk through the deserts. And I like this analogy, but explore the space. Turn inwards. And so I'm excited to do that. My Vipassana is in 13 days. I'll be lit. Yeah, it's going to be a big moment for me. But see how it goes. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to quickly come say some stuff. How to go out for the day and do some good work. Um, or give my life meaning, right? Not necessarily through accomplishments, but just like through your day to day. Like, do your actions make you feel like you lived a day as if it had meaning? Right? I think that's the only question that matters. I don't think it matters whether your life has meaning or not. Did you lead your life as if it had meaning? Right? Like, I think that's like where it is. Right? Like, whether it doesn't matter. Who cares whether my life has meaning or not? I just have to convince myself it does. It doesn't matter whether objectively it does or not. And so the way you can have meaning is by seeing that impact, right? And that's what Naveen was talking about on the podcast. Like, see your impact. If I clean up the entire, let's say there's a trash-filled park, if I clean it up, can I see that it's clean? Hell yeah. If you work at an elephant sanctuary and you take care of all of them and they look like they're doing good, you can see your impact. If what you do is just so abstracted that you can never see the finalized product of what you've done, then you will always just be like, well, what am I doing? Because you can't see what you're doing. Everything that you're doing is abstracted. So see your actual outcome. See what you can create. See what you can build. That's good. That's good. All right, I love it. That's good. Yeah, I love it. All right, bye.